the Jupyter Notebook. So today we are going to learn about implement list in Python. So we're going to learn about two key methods used in Python, which is the append method and the sort method. So we are going to create a list, append elements into a list, then you can now sort the list. But before using the sort method, implement a very simple algorithm used in that is usually taught in many degrees in the university. So we're going to implement the bubble sort algorithm. A very simple algorithm, the simplest. So I'm going to start by initializing an empty list, which is L equal to an empty list. I'm storing an empty list into the variable L. Then I'm going to prompt the user to enter the length of the list. So I'm going to create a variable M. Then I'm going to enter, put the length of that list. So I can say enter length of the length of the list. Yes. And then now through this I can now create a function called demo. Maybe I can call the function demo. Then inside that function I'm going to pass the variable L inside that function. So using the length that we have prompted the user to enter, I'm going to now prompt the user to enter items or elements inside that list. So with that I'm going to use a follow. So for maybe that I will be our loop variable for I in the range of 0 to m, 0 to the length of that list. I'm going to prompt the user to enter values or items into that list. So I'm going to create a variable k, and I can say int. The user is going to enter integer values inside that list. So put, maybe I can say enter elements. And after entering elements into the list, I'm going now to append those elements into that list. So when you're appending, before writing the append method, you're going to use the dot operator to access that method, and use it. And inside the append method, I'm going to pass the variable that the users entered, which is being stored at the variable k. So I'm going to say L dot end k. Then after doing that, I can now call my function demo and pass the variable list and print our list. So we can run these, and we are having as an error or in. We forgot to write in. Yeah, so we can now run our program. So maybe I can enter the length of the list, let it be 3. Then we can now enter elements. Maybe I can enter 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can see now our list is being created. We are having values inside our list, inside our initial empty list that we had initialized here. So, but maybe maybe you're working with very big data sets or elements. So what, maybe you want to sort those elements in that list. What you can do first, you can use the sorting algorithms, maybe merge sort, insertion, selection, quick sort, BOGO sort. You can use a bunch of very many algorithms, but for Python, we usually have a method that can be used to do that, to make uh, your program simple, look simple and easy. So you can use the sort method, but you can also use the algorithms, but it's advisable to always use the algorithms. So maybe you can first implement a very simple algorithm called the bubble sort. So what I can do, I can now implement it. For bubble sort, usually use two for loops to traverse through that list and compare the the, the values. After comparing the values, you can now swap the values according to the condition. If the first value is greater than the second value, you can swap. So let us implement that. So I'm going to use two for loops. So for j, in let j be our loop variable. For j in the range of m. So when you say range of m, you can say from range of m to be 0 to m, or you can just say m. So then you can say for h range m. Then now you can now compare. You can now compare. You can now compare. So you can say if L of j, L of j is less than. So I'm going to sort my elements in an ascending order. So if L of j is less than L of h, so L of h. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a swap. So I'll say I'm going to make a swap using the third variable, which can be a temporary variable. So I can say temp equals L of j, then L of j should be equal to, I'm storing the value L of j to the temporary variable. Then L of j should be equal to L of h, so that I can make a swap if that condition is met. If it's not met, no swap will be made. So I can now take the temporary variable, the temp variable that is storing the value at the position L of j. We can now initialize L of h with that. L of h should be equal now to temp, which is storing the variable. Yeah. So after doing this, I believe that our bubble sort algorithm has already been created. So what I'm going to do, I'm going now to run our program and see what will happen. So yeah, we can now create the length of our list, and then we can enter values into that list. So I can enter random values. Let me say 7, 3, and 9. And now see our elements that have been appended, that were being appended in this order 7, 3, and 9 have now been sorted. Maybe what we can do so that you can visualize this, I can print the list here. After appending it, I can now print it. Then again, after now doing the sorting algorithm, I can now print it again here. So let me run it again. So let here be 3, the length of our list. Then this can be 8. Yeah, then I can enter another one. Yeah, 5. Then I can enter 7. You can now see we are having 8, 5, 7 in the order that the user was entering. 8, 5, 7. After doing that, we are now sorting our list. Instead of doing this, of using sorting algorithms, we can use the sorting method. So I can remove these. I'm going to remove this algorithm here. Remove that. Then I'm going now to implement the sort method. So for sort method, I will just say L dot sort. We're not going to pass anything into that list. we're just going to say L dot sort. Dot operator. Remember, always remember to use the dot operator. L for the empty list. So we are sorting values that we have appended into that list. If I run these again, I can have the length to be 3. Then I can have values into that list. Then you can now see our list is being sorted. Yeah. Yeah. When you are using the sorting method, we are going to have very few lines of code. But when you are using sorting algorithms, you will have a lot of lines of code. Yeah. So if you use the sorting method, your code will look more clean and easy for other people to read. Yeah. Thank you. This was it for today. Thank you.